are able to jump upwards from. And so if you try and come down and they run to that side, then you have a face full of shotgun pellets, which is generally not pleasant. It looks, oh, they are definitely on the same seed now. So our race has officially started. And it has a jetpack teleporter. So we're going to see a very exciting race between two of the fastest players.
I'm gonna stick with I recommend using the jetpack twice per level.
The jetpack?
You know what
teleport.
I mean. I said the right words, okay?
Both players have taken the teleporter, which is very exciting. So we have the potential for a very fast race. Ooh. See if Choco can survive the beehive. Oh.
Watch
oh
the
wow,
right
2-1
side.
is an interesting level. Both players
And
go down the
now
right
the left
side
side.
and are forced to go through the beehive, and then you have the bad jungle exit. But shockingly, both players survived without taking damage. So
These
that
are
is
our resident
very
experts
impressive.
here.
Yeah, nice display of skill. Choco is about one level ahead, but due to how fast these players are playing, it's impossible to tell due to lag. Vlad narrowly avoids telefragging a Tiki Man, which would have been very unfortunate.
Vlad went through that exit a lot faster, like the 2-4 exit a lot quicker than Choco did at the end there.
Yeah. They're both into the ice caves now. It is very exciting.
Oh man, we got a boy right under.
This is one heck of a race. I'll say that. Oh man, Choco with some sketchy spike teleports. Vlad with even sketchier ones. But they both survive a wet fur level, no. With a teleporter in a race setting, and they are both into the temple with a time under 2 minutes. Vlad taking some risky teleports here. Or, I'm sorry, Chocolate Cake with some risky teleports.
Yeah, that was a pro move.
Okay, they both have taken some risky teleports.
Choco, see, Vlad didn't do this. Vlad's not doing the pro move that...
Yes. Oh. Vlad is playing it safer, which might... Oh no! Vlad takes a very unfortunate death.
Yeah, we saw in that same situation, Choco decided to start falling into the lava and teleport down.
Yeah, which is... admittedly, is probably the right play there, reading the situation, but it's so hard to tell in a race setting. There weren't any... As long as you didn't fall into the lava, that was a fairly safe teleport to make. In terms of being telefragged. Choco is into Olmec, whereas Vlad is back on 1-3. So let's see. Oh! Choco going with a fast 3-bomb fight. This is so exciting. We might see our first sub-3 of the race, I believe.
This is it.
Oh no, Choco, no! Choco takes a very unfortunate death as Olmec falls into the lava. Which means Vlad is slightly in the lead now, as he is into the jungle.
Ah, and everyone remembers this level.
Yes. And Vlad did the same maneuver that he did last time. Going through the beehive. Meanwhile, Choco has retrieved the jetpack teleporter combo and is into 1-3. So Vlad is one full area ahead of Choco. But one death and this situation could completely turn around. I'd be interested to see if the runners go for a faster, more aggressive strategy now that each of them has a death but also knows the layouts of the levels.
Yeah, definitely if you can remember things after just one run of it, it can help you a lot.
Yes.
Like, for example, they could go straight
Choco.
into the Moai instead of taking time. Alright.
Yeah.
Didn't do it. He took his time.
Choc-
It's okay.
Yeah. Choco has taken another death, unfortunately, so he is back to 1-1. Here's everybody's favorite wet fur level. And yes, Vlad is going the safer route this time. So his... Oh no!
Safer.
Even though he went the safer route, he still took a rough death. So it looks like Choco is in the lead again by a very small margin. I think the biggest level these runners will approach differently the second time is 4-1. So if they can avoid becoming trapped in that disaster area with the lava pit, they'll be in a much better shape.
This is taking the beehive level differently, right? You wanted to go from
Yes.
above onto that.
Yes, Choco.
Chocolate
Mhm.
part.
Yeah, Choco did not go through the beehive this time, so used his knowledge to his advantage.
Certainly looked safer.
Yes. Although those jungle tree exits are always sketchy no matter how you approach them with aggro.
Like,
Vlad
yeah,
is
I
going
would teleport
for the-
up. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Vlad is going for the... went through the beehive again, but does a safer version of the X. So Vlad has caught up very quickly to Chuck, which is really impressive. Unfortunately, he just dies again. So it seems like we may be watching a compilation of very fast, which is always exciting. Choco dies too. It looks like he had a bad teleport and got telefragged in a vault.
Yeah, that was a bit surprising. You don't do that a lot on ice caves.
Yeah.
Unlucky, I guess. Actually, yeah, you
biggest
definitely
culprit-
expect to be able to spam down teleport in the ice caves. That's
Yeah. The
unfortunate.
biggest culprit, for me at least, is actually telefragging myself in the Moai, because I see the Moai and I get excited and I try to very quickly teleport into it and end up being a tile to the right or left, and then I just kill myself, and it's always very sad. One interesting strategy that I've thought about is intentionally telefragging yourself on a Moai level when you have the Ankh, such that it drops your jetpack inside the Moai, because the walls are only 1 thick, so your jetpack won't explode. It would save a very minimal amount of time, but it would be a very swag strat, at least.
You might even call it a pro gamer move.
Absolutely. Both runners exited 2-3 at the exact same time, it was beautiful.
I think we're less able to say things about sync because we have different delays compared to the stream too. Like, even just
that is
relative,
true.
right?
Yeah. At least on my screen they were synced up. I'll go with that. I got a nice show. Chocolate Cake does take a death in 3-1. So Vlad is giving this another shot, goes down straight to the Moai.
I don't know what's happening. Maybe it's just not being used to going slow with this setup.
I don't know if
like they shouldn't. Yeah.
I don't feel like they're going particularly slow either. Like, sure,
it's definitely possible to like take these things and go slower, right?
It is. I think it's. I don't know. I think it is the fear of the other person taking the teleporter and catching up that kind of forces them to take the teleporter, which in turn just leads to a lot of deaths. So let's see how Vlad approaches. Yes, okay. So Vlad is not taking the teleporter on this 4-1. Oh, no. He might be. Okay, he is. And he teleported in the exact same spot he did last time. So we'll see if he...
Choco does.
Yeah. Yes, okay. Made a safe teleport and is out of 4-1. Okay. Choco, having taken a death, is back to the jungle. So if Vlad can stick this out, we'll have an exciting race. And Vlad is definitely taking this race much slower than he did the first time around, and that he did in the other levels. Has a very scary exit with a precisely timed Tiki trap there, but he is into 4-3. So. Oh, he is on 1 health though, which is not ever an ideal situation to be in. So we'll see. And it looks like he is into Olmec. So we'll see if he can pull off a successful fight. I'm not exactly sure where we are on time, but I imagine we're running a little bit close. So we'll see. Vlad also elects to go for the
teleporters on Olmec.
I don't know. Probably. Well, no, he has ropes. Oh no! Vlad does take a death on Olmec. So both players have taken a death on Olmec. I imagine that we're not going to have time to finish another race. I'm not exactly sure how much time is left.
All right, it looks like they have 2 more minutes RTA.
Oh, well.
So, yeah.
Unless we get a seeded world record. Oh, no. Yeah, Choco made it slightly farther than Vlad did, taking a death on the last stomp of Olmec, whereas Vlad had, I think, 3 stomps left, but it was a very close race overall. And it was always exciting to see a teleporter jetpack race, especially with 2 skilled runners such as these 2.
I'm still happy about jetpack and teleporter. You just gotta aim for 3-minute runs.
It's true. I mean, 3 minute is still a pretty darn fast run for a race setting. Like sub 4 is like the dream of any race, I suppose in any percent races, to get a sub 4. Sub 3 is just crazy.
Alright, you gotta aim for a 4-minute run with the teleporter then.
That is true. Oh no. Yeah, both of these runners are in 1-1, but it does not look like we will have a successful clear. It looks like I will be participating in the next race, so I'm going to hop off of commentary in a minute or 2 so that I can get set up for that.
Exciting. Good luck.
I'll be racing Mazarak, which is, well, you saw how Mazarak did in the last race. So.